As long as man continues to be the ruthless destroyer of lower living beings, he will never know health or peace. For as long as men massacre animals, they will kill each other. Indeed, he who sows the seed of murder and pain cannot reap joy and love. If there be light, then there is darkness. If cold, heat. If height, depth. If solid, fluid. If hard, soft. If rough, smooth. If calm, tempest. If prosperity, adversity. If life, death. Educate the children and it won't be necessary to punish the men. There is geometry in the humming of the strings. There is music in the spacing of the spheres. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they please. No man is free who cannot control himself. Silence is better than unmeaning words. Above all things, respect yourself. All is number. Most men and women, by birth or nature, lack the means to advance in wealth or power, but all have the ability to advance in knowledge. Number rules the universe. It is only necessary to make war with 5 things: with the maladies of the body, the ignorances of the mind, with the passions of the body, with the seditions of the city and the discords of families. As soon as laws are necessary for men, they are no longer fit for freedom. Anger begins in folly and ends in repentance. Friends share all things. We ought so to behave to one another as to avoid making enemies of our friends, and at the same time to make friends of our enemies. Choose always the way that seems the best. However rough it may be, custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. Declining from the public ways, walk in unfrequented paths. Salt is born of the purest parents, the sun and the sea. Reason is immortal, all else mortal. Above the cloud with its shadow is the star with its light. Let no one persuade you by word or deed to do or say whatever is not best for you. Choose rather to be strong of soul than strong of body. A man is never as big as when he is on his knees to help a child. The oldest, shortest words, yes and no, are those which require the most thought. In anger, we should refrain from both speech and action. Do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in few. No one is free who has not obtained the empire of himself. No man is free who cannot command himself. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. A blow from your friend is better than a kiss from your enemy. Friends are as companions on a journey who ought to aid each other to persevere in the road to a happier life. Practice justice in word and deed, and do not get in the habit of acting thoughtlessly about anything. Allow not sleep to close your eyes before 3 times reflecting on your actions of the day. What deeds done well, what not, what left undone. There is geometry in the humming of the string. He lived far from the gods, but in his mind he was at home with them. Should one in boldness say, "Lo, I am God," besides the one, eternal, infinite, then let him from the throne he has usurped put forth his power and form another globe, such as we dwell in saying, "This is mine," nor only so, but in this new domain. Forever let him dwell, if this he can, then verily he is a God proclaimed. Concern should drive us into action and not into a depression. No man is free who cannot control himself. Meaningful silence is better than meaningless words. Do not take roads traveled by the public. Every triangle is a love triangle if you love triangles. Learn silence with the quiet serenity of a meditative mind. Listen, absorb, transcribe, and transform. A good soul hath neither too great joy nor too great sorrow, for it rejoiceth in goodness, and it sorroweth in wickedness. By the means whereof, when it beholdeth all things, and seeth the good and bad so mingled together, it can neither rejoice greatly, nor grieve with overmuch sorrow. A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by his silence. Souls never die, but always on quitting one abode pass to another. All things change, and nothing perishes. The soul passes hither and thither, occupying now this body, now that, as a wax is stamped with certain figures, then melted, then stamped anew with others. Yet it is always the same wax. So the soul being always the same, yet wears at different times different forms. You should make great things, not promising great things. It is difficult to walk at one and the same time many paths of life. Thought is an idea enchanted, which when once released never can be lured back, nor the spoken word recalled, nor ever can the overt act be erased. Power is the near neighbor of necessity.